Oswego County has a phenomenal heritage, a phenomenal history. Fort Ontario, that's right there, right in Oswego.
And the fishing isn't bad either.
Oh my goodness, the fishing. You're going to target trophy kings when you're there, and in a mixed bag, you're going to get steelhead.
It is an extraordinary fishery, which I think has been managed extremely well. Our fishing population of people out here has really grown with our management plans to understand that it's not how many fish you stock, it's how they survive and recruit back to the fishery.
We had a really good friend of ours from Zolman Tire. Nate Zolman brought his father and his son.
They had a blast.
Oh, did they ever have a blast. And I had a blast being with them because there's a 3-generation fishing trip.
Yeah, great day, 3 generations.
I like to watch people catch fish. I like to catch them, but it's fun to sit back and just watch these guys. The excitement that would build up as their turn came around to the rod.
Oh yeah. I think they'd smack you down. If it wasn't your turn, I think you'd get smacked down right out of the place.
Angling the Great Lakes is presented by the Culver Marina, your one stop for fun on the water. The Schwartz Group, prepare for the road ahead. And Niagara, USA, unbelievable, unforgettable. Also made possible by these fine sponsors.
We were truly blessed once again. We got to go to upstate New York, over to Oswego.
That was a neat time there.
Yeah, and we hit
the
it
Harbor Fest?
Yep, during the Harbor Festival. That's what I was just getting ready to say. And one of the biggest events that they have up there during the year. I bet you they have over 300,000 people show up. They have a big carnival there.
Yeah.
It's based around that Lake Ontario. That's what's so cool. They had the tall ships come in.
Yeah.
I got to tour the tall ship.
No, I left a day early, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. And Gary, I want to tell you something. Man alive, was that cool. The woodwork on them, the craftsmanship.
No, they just didn't throw them together.
No.
There was a little planning and there were some really talented people.
Right.
That could work magic with wood.
This is one of the largest ships in the world that actually has a tiller. Most ships have a ship's wheel, but this one was built without a wheel because it's much faster to just put a piece of wood on the top of the rudder post and then use it just like you're riding around in a small boat. This ship was built in, I believe it was 90 days, which was pretty fast for a ship to be built in 1813. There wasn't any power tools to be used. Everything was done by hand, and the entire ship was built with green wood. So any place they could save some time, they would, and this is one of those ways of doing it. We have 2 people to handle the tiller because it's so big, and they use these tiller tackles right here. So we actually use a block and tackle to haul the tiller from one side to the other.
One of the neatest things that we got to experience was the night before their Harbor Days kicked off. They have this big cocktail reception at Fort Ontario.
Yeah, and if I'd have got there in time, I could have went.
What a neat deal. And they sound the cannon.
Yeah.
They have a cannon, a working cannon. They sound the cannon off, and that officially begins.
Opens the ceremonies for the whole weekend.
Oh my goodness. So we got to do that. And of course, I brought Shannon and the girls up with me. And
they had a little fun time at the carnival, didn't they?
Yes, they did. They had a blast at the carnival. I mean, there was something for everybody. And then the history behind Fort Ontario, that's right there, right in Oswego, and the history behind that whole area of Oswego, that was pretty neat. We got to go and explore some of the museums and the things that are up there.
It's interesting history.
Absolutely, just a wonderful, rich piece of heritage there.
And the fishing isn't bad either.
Oh my goodness, the fishing. You're going to target trophy kings when you're there, and in a mixed bag, you're going to get steelhead, and if you're really lucky, you get some
Atlantic salmon.
Oh,
that's one of the few
goodness.
places you can get those on a regular basis.
That's true, absolutely true.
Of all the Great Lakes, Lake Ontario has been able to maintain the size of their fish as compared to the upper Great Lakes, which have seen pretty dramatic decreases. Many of the Great Lakes records have been caught out of Lake Ontario. The Chinook record, all time for freshwater in all of the Great Lakes, is 47 pounds, 13 ounces. It was caught out of Lake Ontario. Very large brown trout, over 30 pounds, large steelhead, 20 plus pounds, world record cohos up to 33 pounds. Our Chinooks, the last 2 years, are back up at an average weight of about 22 pounds. It's going to be very hard to find that anywhere in the Great Lakes.
The first thing we did is we had a really good friend of ours, Dave Mall, who appears on our show. Dave Mall is the editor of the Great Lakes Anglers magazine.
Right.
And
it was neat for him to bring his boat up there and fish.
I thought that was cool
that
when he did it for us. He's been fished out of that port before, so he came up there. And then we have another wonderful sponsor from Zolman Tire. Nate Zolman brought his father and his son.
They had a blast.
Oh, did they ever have a blast. And I had a blast being with them because there's a 3-generation fishing trip.
Yeah.
How big is this fish?
What's that? No, it's on. All right, let's go. Oh, yeah, you just pulled on it. Nice and slow. Yeah, we got, fish on.
Ow, I can't do this.
Yeah, keep doing it, Brock. You got it. No, okay, now just back up. Just back up, good. Oh. Bring him up. All right, first fish of the day. That's yours, Brock.
Can I eat it?
Can I eat it right now?
No.
Right here?
That's great, man. Come out here with kids and have them catch their very first king ever. This goes to show you, even those little jacks bring a lot of joy.
Keep reeling, keep reeling. Oh, he's a big one, Brock. Keep reeling. Keep reeling. All right, now back right up.
No,
Lake trout.
That's a lake trout. That's awesome. You hold him up for the camera. So what do you feel like reeling him in? Was he a harder fight than that king?
Yeah.
Was he? Yeah?
My shoulder hurts.
That's excellent. All right, we'll put him in the box.
To be able to do that, the father, son, and grandson trip, I mean, that's really good.
You know who's going to remember it for a long, long time is the grandson.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to be able to look back on that day and have it vividly in his mind, and we'll give him a copy of the fish that he caught on tape. He'll appreciate that.
Hold up there. Yay! Oh, that's an excellent
This is a good fish. It's a lot fatter than all of them.
Yeah?
Yeah, oh, I got some.
Now look, we didn't target it as good as what a local guide could for you that fishes that water every single day.
No.
But we had a mixed
Well,
bag.
what was
We caught
interesting is
steelhead,
caught fish.
Oh, yeah.
You got fish.
Yeah, I think we got 3 different species.
What do you
of
had?
fish.
Steelheads, coho, and kings?
And trout. Oh, we had 4 then, because we had kings and I think we caught 1 laker in there.
Yeah.
Dave brought this new technique to light for us, where they actually take alewives.
Yeah.
They salt the alewives down, and then they tip the flies with them. It really works.
Here in Oswego, the last time you were here, you learned a trick, and I want you to show us this trick, and it's called the sushi fly.
Actually, Captain Ernie Lantain of Fish Doctor charters out of here, and he wrote a story for our magazine on using a strip of alewife, a fillet, just wrap it with the wire so that it's not going to go anywhere. If you just put it on the hook, the hook would wear through and it would come off.
Right, but the wire holds it fast.
The wire holds it great. I mean, I've been doing this for a few trips and have not had a piece of bait come off yet.
All right.
And that's what it looks like. You want to put the silver side away from the hook.
Okay.
You got a double hook there. You got the silver side and you got it split to add a little more action.
I see.
More wiggle.
And then that skirt goes right over the top?
This is just a silver hoard needlefish. I think they call this an Aces High. Glow squid over some mylar. So it's got some glow and some sparkle to it.
Big fish.
All right.
So then the next day we go out, you and I got to be pretty much the fly on the wall, so to speak.
Yeah, but you know what? That was another neat deal.
Yeah, it was. It really
Those
was.
guys, New Jersey?
The guests were from New Jersey. The
Yeah.
guide captain, Top Gun.
Top Gun?
Yep, Greg.
Well, we met
Garrett.
him in Alcott.
And Alcott, yeah, at the Big Salmon Tournament.
Big Salmon Tournament.
He invited us to come on his boat to see how they do it out of Oswego, and so we did that with him.
We were there.
Right.
Let's,
Why not?
one more day, and so we went fishing with him.
And my goodness,
Those guys had a blast.
They did. They probably caught a dozen fish between them, and some very. I think there was 20
nice
pound.
fish. Yeah, they got some nice fish.
Yeah, some very nice fish.
All right.
Big fish. Come on, Poppy.
This fish is giving me a problem. Oh, give me a problem.
I think I'm by the tail, throw him in the bus.
One pound. Well, there's a nice fish, yeah.
Oh, that's a nice fish.
Whoa, Denny boy!
Those guys told me that they've been going up there fishing with Captain Greg for something like 15 years.
Yeah, they
on Top Gun.
The core of that group did, and then they'd bring a couple new guys every once in a while. And now one young fella, I don't think he had ever caught a fish.
No. And you know what? Isn't that a testament, though, to the fishery? That you get guys that'll go back there year after year after year.
Got a little bend in the old rod.
That little sucker. Might have some competition. Don't get wrapped. I used to know it was dump 55, right? I used to do a lot of freshwater fish when I was younger.
Is there a fish on it?
A lot overnight.
Hold on. Pull hard. You're good, Cat. Pull hard. Come on quick, shorter stroke. There you go. Again, pull right. Pull right. There you go.
Nice. Oh, that's a little bit bigger.
It's a real nice fish.
Pretty color, huh? Isn't that pretty color?
I like to watch people catch fish. I like to catch them, but it's fun to sit back and just watch these guys. The excitement that would build up as their turn came around to the rod.
Oh yeah. I think they'd smack you down. If it wasn't your turn, I think you'd get smacked down right out of the place.
Go to the left, Mike. Nice fish. You saw it? Oh, wow. That's
Don't follow him. You gotta bring him back here. You gotta keep him on back here. There's line control.
oh, he's ready.
He's not ready yet.
I'll tell you when you see the back of the boat.
Again, go down.
Nice fish, Michael.
Left. Oh no, give me the rod, give me the rod.
Give him some room, give him some room. Crazy fish.
Back. Oh God. Whoa, right.
Good job, Greg, good job. Good job.
Keep him on that side. Go down. Flip. Get him. All right.
All right.
Woo!
Closed captioning provided by Sportsman's Dreams Taxidermy, Hayward, Wisconsin. Your full-service taxidermy and wild game processing professionals.
Take your own boat and go up there and do that. I would say that's a port that you really need a good guide with you.
Without a doubt, I think you can do it. We did it. You did it with Dave.
Yeah.
But Dave fished there before.
Yeah, and he
You
has.
gotta know a little bit about the lake. I would recommend hiring a captain for sure.
Right. And two different techniques too, because Dave took us and the Zolman family out, and we were a little bit further off the shore, and we got that mixed bag.
Yeah.
Where Captain Greg on Top Gun kept us real close. We weren't barely out of the harbor, and we were catching those great big kings. And those guys were catching those great big kings. And I mean, my goodness. You know, two different techniques, two different types of...
It was really fun to watch.
I definitely want to go back. Oswego County has a phenomenal heritage, a phenomenal history, and Oswego County also has one of the most pristine gems in this world. They have the Salmon River there. We were invited back. That's going to be another episode. We'll be talking about that here pretty soon on one of our upcoming episodes. But that salmon river is 80% in the same pristine condition it was back in the 1800s.
Wow, it's a
lot of history there.
When I drove over it, it looks like, wow, this is beautiful water.
Yeah, and it is.
You need to go out there and maybe hit them with a fly rod.
I think I might do that. But I'll definitely be back in Oswego and
It's a great place.
and experience this stuff all over again. I tell you what a cool destination.
And maybe we'll get to catch some fish this next time.
Maybe. No matter of fact, let's just plan on that one.
Got it.
Angling the Great Lakes is presented by the Culver Marina, your one stop for fun on the water. The Schwartz Group, prepare for the road ahead. And Niagara, USA, unbelievable, unforgettable. Also made possible by these fine sponsors.
Teach these boys out here in New York how to do the salmon dance. You gotta step back to the back of the boat. All right, knees up against the gunnel. Right there. Are you ready? Yeah. You sure you're ready for this? Yeah. All right. All right.
Don't even have to start that thing.
Did it? Captain, did I tell you? It freaking works.
Enough said.
Speechless. My work is over.